Hi guys, and welcome back to Vape City Reviews. And this is a review that I've been looking forward to, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have also been looking forward to. Smok have eventually, well, it's not fully released yet, but the samples are in for the reviewers, which means it's going to be coming to the shelves pretty soon. I know with this whole coronavirus has slowed everything down, but China's slowly starting to pick up again and things are starting to ship out. So hopefully it's not going to be too long before this product reaches you or your vape shop. This is the Smok RPM 80 RGC RBA coil. So we've had the Nord rebuildable, we've had the RPM rebuildable, and now we'll have Smok's very own version, not a third party, their own version of their RGC coil. And the RGC coil was fucking superb, a really superb coil. So we're going to go down below, show you quickly what you get in it. I'm going to put a build into it. Bear with me with the build, guys. It's very, very small. It's very panicky, so I may speed some parts up that I have trouble with a camera. So my camera's sitting here. I'm building sort of here with my hands squeezed in underneath with the lights and stuff. So it's a little bit panicky to build on camera, so I'll do my best to edit out any shade that you don't need to see. But rather than putting in the pre-installed coil, and it's a big plus for Smok putting in that pre-installed coil, because some people just don't like building. So if you don't like building and you're comfortable enough just to wick it, go ahead and buy it, because there is a pre-installed coil in there for you. Anything else? No, that's about it. So we're going to pop down below, show you what's in the box. I'm going to stick a build in. It's a wee micro fused Clapton from the absolute genius that is Runny Nose of Vapes. I mean, these things are so intricate, so intricate. I have to show these off. I have to show these off before we'll continue on. Whether this camera will pick it up. But John Smith, the creator, has made these little coils especially for these new devices. I mean, little micro fused Claptons. I have to take my hat off to him. He has done an amazing job, and the flavour difference between this and a single round wire is second to none. So John Smith, big thanks to you for them coils, buddy. Much appreciated. So we're going to pop down below, guys. Again, bear with me with the build. We'll get this little fused Clapton into it. We'll get it up onto the brand new fetch as well, blacked out fetch. Smok of Sand. I fucking love this one. The original review sample was orange, but the stealthed out black. Yes. That would have made me so happy at the start, but that's what we're using today. So yeah, without further ado, let's run the intro, go down below, come back up, give it a vape, and then I'll give you my final pros and cons of Smok's rebuildable RBA here for the RGC coil. Yes. Okay guys, here we are down below with the RPM RGC RBA coil. That is an absolute mouthful to say, but yes, the RGC coil from the Smok, the RPM 80, etc, etc. This is their rebuildable coil head system. You do get a pre-installed coil, which is just a single round wire coil. That's going to come pre-installed in the DAC, which I've just dropped, but it doesn't matter, I'm not going to be using that. This is the tiny little DAC that we're going to be working with today. Very small DAC. This is your top cap. RGC RBA. Little tuft of cotton and 4 post screws. So we're going to want to dive a little bit closer in. And we're going to attempt to put in a micro fused Clapton from Runny Nose Vapes. Custom coils. The guy's a genius. He just does some outstanding work on these coils. I can't give higher praise for these little micro fuse claptons. Them very, very intricate, and yeah, I tip my hat to the guy. He does a really impressive job. Really impressive job. So we've got our little posts here. One's up high, one's down low. So we're going to use the higher up one for that leg, and the lower down one for that leg. I think we'll miss the bottom one there. And there we go. Okay, so that's both legs in now. We are sitting at a slight angle, but what I want to do first is just tighten down these screws just a little bit to hold that coil in place. Screws are so tiny, it's very, very intricate. Just can't seem to catch that at all. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is obviously straighten this coil up. Okay, we don't want it resting on the deck. Sitting up nice and clear about here. Now I'm going to finish screwing down the post screws. Just straighten that up again. Okay, so there we are, a little micro fuse clapton inside our RPM RGA coil head, or buildable coil head. So what you're going to want to do then is be prepared in advance when you're making a video. Come on, Casey, use your snips. And then you're going to want to snip off this access wire. You want to get in as tight as you can, because with the chimney being so close to the coils, you don't want it shorting off your coil legs. So as tight in there as you can get it, leaving up leaving hopefully nothing. You know, the tighter you can get in there and get snipped, the better. So what we want to do now is get this onto a mod. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to get this onto a mod. So we're going to screw in that 510 adapter, and we're going to find a mod, and we're going to screw in our build. This should come out to about 0.9 ohms. So we're going to go for a new load. Smart TC, no, we don't want that. Alright, so if we look there, we have 0.6 ohms, slightly lower than what I thought. But yeah, let's give this a few dry fires. We do want this thing heating properly. Look at that. Now, doesn't that look much better than Smok's little tiny coil? But no, I'm not going to mark Smok down for having a pre-installed coil, because for some people having that pre-installed coil, it's going to be great for them, but you know, they're just not interested in building per se. So if that's their thing, yeah, just let them fire away. I have no qualms about it, and it's a good thing that Smok's doing that. So now we're going to work this thing up. Okay, we're through. It's not tight at all, but it should work just fine like that. Okay, so we're going to get our scissors. We're going to snip this end. We're going to snip this end. And then we're going to take a little bit more off that side. Okay, so if you look just here, guys, that's where your juice is going to come in. So we're going to want to get our cotton tucked down in here. You don't want to pack the cotton in, so you'll get a dry hit that just needs to be rested in place. If you find yourself having to pack the cotton in, it's too tight. So just enough. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. I could possibly have put a little bit too much cotton. We'll soon find out. Okay, so after all your panickety workadies, you're going to end up with something that looks something similar to that. It's quite hard because the deck is so small. It's so intricate. I mean, if I zoom out to about here, you know, the deck is basically the size of my thumbnail. Okay, so a little bit of juice onto this to get it going. And then you want to get your top cap. Try not to nick that cotton if possible. There we go. You want to screw that on, and then we can take it off the mod. And then put it into, let's say, our Fetch Pro. So just for comparison, guys, on the right hand side, what is going on with my focus today? On the right hand side is the original RGC coil. On the left hand side is the rebuildable head, and they are exactly the same. Absolutely no difference whatsoever in height. So yeah, let's get this installed into the deck. Push it in, and it's good to go. So we're going to stick this into the lovely new black Smok Fetch, and give it a few vapes, and I'll let you know my final thoughts and opinions on Smok's RGC RBA coil. Yes. Okay, guys, back up top with the Smok Fetch Pro with the RGC RBA coil head installed. Now, try it again. The stock coil that comes with this is a point 0.4 and it maxes out at about 25 watts. This coil is reading nearly an ohm. It's about 0.95 after it was bedded in and I twisted and fact about with it. So just shy of 1 ohm, and I've got it on 35 watts. I've got it a little bit higher because with it being a micro fuse Clapton, it's going to need a little more heat, a little more power just to get the thing going. Not too much, fire it again quick. I'm getting a bit more there, so we're going to put that wattage up again. I'm going to go for a straight 50 watts. That's some flavour. Wow. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's really, really good. There's a lot more air there than the regular coils. I wonder if I can maybe shut that off a wee bit. That's definitely the airiest I've ever if I used one of these Smok products, the Fetch and the RPMs, and that's definitely one of the airiest. Let's see if I can shut it down. I can shut it down a bit, and it helps slightly with the flavour. It's working away absolutely lovely there, guys. No dry hits. Maybe get a neck rush, but no dry hits. Brilliant. I think that'll take more. Do you know what? 60 watts. Let's have a go at 60 watts. I mean, the flavour is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. So, yes, guys, what do I make of this? Okay, it is exactly the same size as the original RGC coil. Okay, this is an RGC coil. The RBA coil is identical in size, no difference at all. So I gotta give marks for that. You're not losing any juice capacity, so that's a good thing. I also like the fact that the build the posts are on one side, and you're not having the split legs apart. You know, you're just putting two legs in, tightening the screws down, straighten it up, and giving it a work. It's small. It's fiddly. It's very fiddly. It's very very fiddly indeed. There is room for a micro fuse Clapton there, as you can see. Most people will probably just use some round wire in there. Um, it it's what you come to expect for a rebuildable coil head. Let's put it that way. The flavor compared to its stock coils, um, yeah, it beats the shit out of the flavor for their stock coils. It really does. I mean, that's the liquid that I vape all day long, and compared to that, now the RG stock coil is one of the best stock coils out of this whole RPM RGC Nord series. The RGC was definitely the best coil, but the rebuildable head here for the RGC, that's what I'm getting the most flavor out of from all the products. So, if you're into your rebuilding, get yourself the it's so hard to say, the RBA for the RPM 80 or the Fetch Pro RGC coil head. What a fucking mouthful that is. But yeah, the RGC rebuildable coil head, we'll put it that way. Marks out of 10. Bad points, bad points, bad points, bad points. It's hard to give it bad points because it has to be small. I mean, you can't take up too much room inside that little that little chamber, that little tank. I mean, this is not the international version. This is the international version. It's a 4.5 mil pod. If you're inside the EU, you don't want that coil head taking up any more of your liquid space. So I like the fact that they've got it down there. So I can't give it a con there. The screws, that's probably my only con. The screws are too. The coil, when you take the top cap off, there's a pre-built coil in there, and now you've seen the struggles that I had trying to unscrew the screws for that inbuilt coil is an absolute nightmare. They must have been machined in, very 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 tight to get out. Quite easily stripped as well, but they do give you a whole load of spurs. That's probably my only downside to using the RBA head for the RGC. But for me, I am going to continue using the rebuildable head. Let's see if I can shut the airflow down even more just while I've got your attention. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Yep, guys, that's it. As far as RBA heads go, it's very hard to give them a rate, very hard to give it a marks out of 10. I mean, as far as it goes, it's a 7, 8 out of 10. Rebuildable coil heads are difficult to do. They're difficult to work and they're difficult to coil. It's just it's part of the territory. It's the nature of the beast. Start going all the way back to the wee Kanga rebuildable heads, right the way up till today's wee rebuildable coil heads. They're just panicky and very sort of intricate to work with. But if you can do it and you enjoy doing it, you're going to save yourself a heck a ton of money on buying stock coils, and you're also going to get extremely good flavour to boot. So that's it from me, guys, for this one for the RGC coil head. I'd like to extend my thanks to Smok again for sending out the RGC coil head free. RGC RBA coil head free for the purpose of this review, and for you guys watching it all the way to the very very end. I appreciate it. Hope you all have a bloody awesome day. Stay safe, have a good one, and take care. Bye. Wee.